Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm not going to spend a lot of your time because I'm actually rushing for some important address I need to make, a press I need to address with some international news station. I just want to say today being a very big day for us in the opposition. It's an exciting moment. You are aware that we've just had an address that was made by our colleagues in Zanu Pf to the effect that they've relieved their vice president of the responsibilities of being in the presidium of the country. It is quite significant for us because what it does is that it is galvanizing the global and national coalition of Democrats, national coalition of those who are articulating the alternative. So yes, quite an interesting development. It presents us with a very perfect chance, a super chance to make it in 2018. Of course, we are going to have a meeting as a party tomorrow as a leadership. We are already convening a meeting, a very special extraordinary meeting, just to reflect on the political developments in the country, but also to understand what the implications of this early Christmas gift we have been given by our colleagues from across the river. So we take good advantage of this very important gift. We're also excited that from our reading, it shows that the center can no longer hold, particularly when one has regard to the developments that are obtaining. First, in Mlawayo, what happened at the White Seat rally, which was addressed by President of Zanu Pf, President Robert Mugabe, and also subsequently the Rufaro rally that was addressed by Dr. Amai. Quite fascinating to see that we have various manners of worship in the country. I saw Jack of all Nation, which is called Jekenation, quite doing some dances there in the stadium. It was quite hilarious. I had the opportunity to watch that one. I also saw Africa Edu, Bishop Mwasha's church, Bishop Mnangagwa's church was also there, and many other churches, Zion, ZCC, quite an interesting array of denominations that were invited. I think they were invited to present their issues that they raised and they wanted to be addressed, which is very good. But look, as far as we are concerned, we feel that the platform was not entirely a Christian platform. It was more of a platform for other political ends. It's none of our business, but it was quite an interesting development. Now, we are where we are. For us, we are very serious with the campaign. Thanks, Tawonga, you're asking about when are we going to be serious there. I see Vanessa, yeah. Yes, we are very serious about the campaigns, but people always think that seriousness is to hold rallies. No, we have been having word-based programs as a party. We have been going door to door, person to person, house to house, encouraging people to go out and register to vote. A lot of people are registering to vote, but what we are also realizing is that a lot of our young people need a greater force to encourage them to register to vote. And there can never be a greater force outside the family arrangement, outside the community arrangement. So we need family members, our parents out there, fathers, mothers, you are out there, encourage the young ones, those who are above 18. If you have a relative who is above 18, take them with you to go and register to vote. All they need is an affidavit that is stamped. Then the rest, they reclaim their power to define and determine the future of our country. This is the best opportunity we have to make sure that we build a greater country. We build a better Zimbabwe. And now with the developments that we are seeing, I can tell you that there's no doubt that we are going to make it come 2018. Of course, we are also conscious of the rigging shenanigans that we have taken care of. We have our anti-rigging teams that are in place to try and deal with that. What we need to deal with and what we are focusing on is to step up, our campaigns. We are very serious about uniting all the democratic forces. We are very serious about making sure that we build an omnibus as opposed to a minibus as we go to 2018. We have this convergence platform. We have a clarion call we are making to everyone, the churches, the traditional leaders, the war veterans, the political parties, howsoever defined. We need to come together and always say the future looks very bright. We need to make sure that we focus on this, we build on this, we take our stages and our steps in a very robust way. And what is interesting as far as we are concerned is that there's now a national consensus that this election in 2018 is going to be an election between hope and doom. It's going to be an election between light and darkness. It's an election between the future and the past. And that distinction and that demarcation is very good. Young people, we are really calling out to you to come up, step forward, and serve your country. But not only that, even our parents, the professionals, the women, those in the rural areas, whisper to the next person, and say, this is our country. Your country needs you. It's not about what the country can do for you, what the politician can do for you. It's about what we can do for ourselves, what we can do for the next generation, what we can do for our nation. This is a great country. Our resource per capita is so phenomenal. Just this afternoon, if I may tell you, I had a meeting with some Chinese investors, and these investors were indicating their willingness to engage our country in terms of just the avocado pear, that fruit. And they have a lot of money that they would want to invest. So, guys, I told you that thank you very much. I see the audience, you have just joined us. Thank you. Volume is low. I'm trying to adjust the volume. I thought it was high. Maybe it's because I'm not close enough. Yes, thank you very much. I just want to tell you, guys, we have no better opportunity to do this. Let's do it in 20. Ketue, you are saying no, Chinese. No, we must talk to everyone. We're not going to be looking east, looking west, looking north, looking south. We are going to look everywhere. And more importantly, look within ourselves. Because we have the potential and we have the capacity. So don't worry, we must do business with everyone who is willing to make us busy as a people and to make us profitable as a country and as a nation. So yes, it's a great moment for this country. We have had a lot of challenges. Some of the challenges are falling. Some of the problems are collapsing. And the way is being cleared, the course is being cleared. We need to walk and we need to be embarking on this journey. This is the last mile, and the last mile would require a lot of great dexterity and leadership, statesmanship in uniting people. We are not going to be focusing on our little partisan considerations. We have to make sure we get everyone on board. This would obviously ensure that we have a hands-on approach, not a hands-in approach. We need to make sure everyone is on board. Every vote counts. One makes a million. You and your single vote, you are so important in terms of the million that we need to make sure that we change our fortunes and the fortunes of our future, the fortunes of generations to come. We must do it. If we did it during the liberation struggle, why can't we do it again? We did it in 1980 when we won our independence. Why can't we do it now to win our transformation, to win making Zimbabwe great again, to win making Zimbabwe the nation that we all desire? Let Zimbabwe be the best nation, the best country on the continent, in the whole world. And of course, people are saying, where is the MDC now? The MDC is everywhere, is out there with you. We have not just done the visible programs, the rallies, but we are out there and we are very strong. In fact, we are the strongest force on the ground. And some are saying, I see Tinashe there, you are saying it's time for rallies, festive fairs. we are not celebrating the demise of any man or of anyone. We are simply saying that what is happening in Zanu Pf is an opportunity for the people of Zimbabwe. We would not want any person to fall or collapse, and this is why our doors are very open. This is why this MDC bus is a bus that is not going to be full at any given point in time. It sits all over, even above the bus on the carrier. So yes, it's going to be interesting. You need to defect from the MDC and run for president. Wow, no. Ketiwe, look, the MDC is an institution. We do not need to create too many institutions. All we need now is to look for those who have been disappointed elsewhere and appoint them and ameliorate their situation, pamper them, make sure that 2018 we give it a go as a country. We give it a go as a country. And I know that we're going to make it, guys. Like I told you, I'm actually going somewhere, so let's make sure that all hands to the deck. Yes, Apostle Shepherd, that's correct. You've just taken words out of my mouth. I have no doubt in my mind. I can actually see the hand, the hand of a new Zimbabwe. I can actually see and smell, the sweet smell of the baking of a new country, a brand new country, a brand new national currency, a brand new national anthem, a brand new sweet music. This country is a great country. Our resource per capita is unbelievable, and for that reason, we must all make sure that we come together. Oh, Mukoma Mundas, thank you. Chapo there, thank you for joining us. Tsunki, we appreciate utilizing every opportunity. Yes, we are. But of course, in matters of strategy, you don't need to review all the strategies. But we are pushing people to register to vote. We are leaving no stone unturned. Neither are we leaving any turn unstoned. We need to make sure that every effort, every inch is capitalized to make sure that in 2018 we make it. I see Nelly's there. You have just joined us. Yes, Steve, my brother Biko, encourage youth to vote. Yes, we are encouraging young people to vote. If you are 18 and above and you have not voted, then you know that you are part of the reason why we have a problem. Thank you, my brother Sanderson. Oh, Gweta Guru, Muriraite, Remukoma Sanders, thanks for joining us. Yes, we are encouraging each and every one of you guys in the diaspora there, do this thing for us. You just need to send a text, an SMS, a WhatsApp, an email, a phone call to your colleagues back home. If they are 18 and above and they are not registered to vote, they are part of our problem. Those in the countryside, please do your part, do your bit. If you are 18 and above, don't abuse your power. Take charge of your power, use your power, register to vote, and make sure that you vote a candidate who is going to give Zimbabweans an opportunity, a fighting chance. A fighting chance is very possible. Guys, I see a lot of guys are joining there. It's very interesting. I can see we are going to be podcasting every Monday, starting at 7. We are going to be touching on our policies, as I indicated. We have 5 fundamental areas or pillars on governance, on the issue of the economy, on the issue of the social cluster, health, education, the vulnerable, the aged. We are going to touch also on the issue of institutions. Then we're also going to touch on the restoration of international relations, just to make sure things are okay. We are also very conscious that in order for us to have that program of action in the New Zimbabwe, the New Zimbabwe blueprint, we need to make sure that we sort out the roadmap to that New Zimbabwe. So the issue of reforms that are key, particularly around ZEC, around the servers, around the data center, are issues we are taking seriously, and we have a team that is working 24/7 to deal with that. We also have teams that are on the ground, forming communication kiosks to inform people on when to vote, how to vote, of course, and who to vote. So those are the things we are doing. Thanks, Arnold. Mr. Chamisa, you are so humble. Thank you very much, my brother. We also thank God for enabling us to have this kind of interaction. Yes, Maureen, great message. We'll play our part, but please, unity is key. Yes, very much. In fact, to add is to strengthen, but to subtract is to weaken. So we would want everyone to come together. But we've also said that in terms of the composition, character, and nature of this unit, we don't want a unit that is the potential or risk, even hazard, of shortchanging what we would want to define where we are going. Guys, it has been a great day. I know that I'm going to disappoint a lot of people. Oh, New York, thank you very much, my brother Kelvin there. I'm going to disappoint a lot of people. My brother Nyasha Mzamindo, will you work with ED? We'll work with anyone who would want to dismantle the status quo. We'll work with any Zimbabwean who is willing to put their hands on the deck. 2018 victory is certain. That I can assure you. I can assure you. We have a massive program to transform societies, to transform our communities, to transform our roads, to transform our schools, to transform our health sector, to transform our government. We have done it in the past. In the inclusive government, you know, we did it. As we always say, you know, I love this English, our, you know, Ndanglish in a mixture of Ndawe and English, or our Shongris, a mixture of Shona and English, or our Ndenglish, a mixture of Ndebele and English. If we did it in the inclusive government, why can't we did it? You know, I love that. You know, I know guys always joke around like that, but guys, I know that it's possible. We are a great people. You are a great people. If you are a Zimbo, you are great, and your time is coming, and the time is gonna start in 2018. I have no doubt in my mind that all said and done, things are going to be, it's going to be exciting. We just want to make sure that we are united. Yes, Maureen, you emphasized the issue of India. We're very clear about that. I see my brother there, Bumira, in Canada. Oh, thank you very much, my brother Nathaniel. Yes, guys, I would have wanted us to be on this platform for a longer period, but I've got an engagement and I'm gonna disappear. I'm not going to focus on any of the key issues that I would have wanted to articulate on policy, but we'll do that next week, so that we focus on that. Yes, improve your party's information department. We are working on that, and I'm sure Senator Gutu is quite able to deal with those issues. I'll pass the message on to him. He's our guy there, you know, he's our information sir. There's also the documents that you are emphasizing. Yes, you must also know that we are in an alliance framework. So whatever policy framework we have, it has to come into a melting pot so that we have one common denominator in terms of the policies. But we are greatly excited that what we have in terms of policies is an exciting moment. Guys, on a parting shot and parting note, I just want to say I was not quite happy with what we did to one of our musical icons, Ja Praiser, you know, and also Andy Murizo there, I think it was in Bindura. You know, guys, these gifted guys who are taking our country to another level, you know, you chase them just like that, you know, and also violence is not a good way of resolving issues. It starts at community level. Even if we have issues that are supposed to be resolved, I don't think it's necessary for us to fight or to resort to violence. It should not be part of our national character, our national psyche, our way of transacting business as a people. I also want to say that some are asking what's happening with President Tsvangirai. Thank God, I was actually discussing with him just a couple of minutes ago. He's doing well, he's recovering, and we are happy. We thank God for that. He should be back in the country in a short space of time. Guys, our focus should be to register people to vote, particularly the young people, those between the age of 18 to 40. If we are able to just give it a push, oh yes, it's very good. Oh sure, Pama, Vano Soresa, yeah, of course. Why should we do things to our icons like Ja Praiser? He's a role model. He has done fantastical way as a young man. That guy is gifted. He entertains us, you know. Mdara wachauya, endo mdara wachauya, abasatu wauya. Kana pana mdara aripo, mdara wachauya. So that song is not for you, okay? And I would want to tell Dr. Amai, I'm not going to say mdara wachauya. No. Because I saw that it attracts a lot of problems. I've seen my colleague Mnangagwa has just been in trouble. Come on, koimo parliament ndichabvunza ani ma questions zvino Mnangagwa zvavasisi po mnoziva panofirwa vanhu, kuna anofirwa zvakanyanya ndafirwa and ndagumburwa nokuti ndokawanda yainisana naye kati chiona kuti zvakamira sei muparliament tiita basa rokushandira nyika yedu. So wow guys, ndonyika zvairi. Mean that it doesn't present us with very good opportunities and a fighting chance. We are ready to go. 2018 Chakachaya. Be part of the game, be part of the story, be counted, be counted.